get the shot here. Hi there, my name is Eva Anderson, and I'm reporting live in Times Square with Columbia Journalism School. Today we are out here near 48th Street and Broadway, and we're listening to a man play Take 5 on the alto saxophone, and we're going to take 5 to see what some voters are thinking about the impending election results tonight. Come with us. Well, actually, he switched his song now to Careless Whisperer. A good election, it sets the mood for election night. Gentlemen, did you go out and vote today?
Yes.
All right.
Yesterday, actually.
Oh, you voted yesterday. Are you from around here?
No, from the Midwest.
Okay. Oh, where you from? I'm from Iowa.
Yeah, me too.
No way, you're from Iowa!
Cedar Rapids.
Dude, I'm from Cedar Rapids! No way!
No way!
Okay, cool. This is exciting. So I'm reporting with Columbia Journalism School. And we're out here just talking. All right, that's all right. What's your name?
Adam.
Adam, cool. And you're from Cedar Rapids.
Yep.
So it's obviously a very red state. Well, not very red. Actually, who's winning? Who's winning today? Have you been following the polls?
We looked up a little bit, but we just got done eating, so I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Would you mind saying who you voted for, or you want to keep that under wraps?
I'm going to let it ride.
You're going to let it ride?
Yep,
Okay.
I didn't vote red, if that makes you feel any better.
Okay, well, I can't say as a reporter, I'm not allowed to say whether that makes me angry or makes me feel a little better. What have you been doing here in New York?
We're here on a work trip.
Okay, where do you work?
We work for a lighting company.
Okay, great. And the City of Lights, Times Square. Take a look at what we have around us, Francesca. That's right. So are you happy to be away from Iowa during the election? Or are you excited to be in New York? Or
It's cool. It's a different experience, so I'm not too worried either way.
Okay,
We'll see
cool.
what happens when I wake up in the morning, so.
Are you excited or are you nervous?
Well, I'm nervous either way. So the two people that are really supposed to win, I'm not necessarily excited for. So.
Womp womp. Adam's not going to be happy when he wakes up tomorrow, but perhaps if you drink a coffee or a hot cocoa or something, I don't know what your favorite drink is. What's your favorite drink?
Probably beer.
All right, he's going to wake up and drink a Corona. Thank you, Adam.
No, thank you.
All right. Okay, that was Adam from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Dude, what's up? That's so cool. All right, we're going to find somebody else who voted here today. Myself, I headed to Washington Heights, polled at 158th Street and St. Nicholas this morning at 5:30 in the morning. I met a gentleman who was there since 4:25 a.m. That's insane.
You guys want to hear what's on tonight?
Sure. No. I was going to do a question for a question, but I get it. Let's see. Let's just take a moment as we're walking here to look around us and see what's going on. Now, we're looking. New York City, Election Day, 7:30 p.m., all right? We're nearing 7:30 p.m., and it's calm. It's relatively calm around here. We are at the heart, well, what most tourists think is the heart of the city. But like I said, people are kind of milling about. We're sort of on the edge of the perimeter of Times Square. Ladies, did you vote yet today?
No, but Hillary Clinton all the way.
All right. My name's Eva. I'm reporting with Columbia Journalism School. I just want to ask people a little bit about the election. So, what does this election mean to you? You just told me Hillary Clinton all the way, so I know it means something. Where are you visiting from?
From Lyndhurst, New Jersey.
From New Jersey, okay. And are you all old enough to vote?
No, sadly.
Oh, okay. But you tell your mom and pop to vote for Hillary?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
In your own words, though, not mine.
Yeah. Vote for Hillary.
I don't like Donald Trump. Really, I don't like.
You don't like Donald Trump? Why is that?
I don't know. He's very angry, and everything is not positive.
So what would it mean if he won tomorrow? If he won this evening? Like, what would you wake up tomorrow and do? How would you feel?
I mean, we're Spanish, so we're scared, for our family and the people we have back home. We don't want to be sent back to our countries if that's what he's gonna do. It's sad.
I'm going to my country. I'm going to my country back. I'm going to my country back.
Yeah, if he wins. If Trump wins.
You said you're Spanish. You're both from Spain, or
No. We're from Dominican Republic.
you're both from the Dominican Republic, and were your parents immigrants,
Yeah.
or both of you came?
Mine weren't.
Okay, cool. All right. Anything else you want to say about this election?
No, that's it. I just hope Hillary wins.
Yeah, Hillary the one.
All right. And what are your names, ladies?
Oliva.
Melanie Perez.
Great meeting you, Olivia and Melanie. Take care. All right. Well, we are almost to the famous TKTS booth where some people are jumping ship election night and deciding to be trapped inside a dark Broadway theater. Those are the people that really want to get away from the election. Let's see. Maybe we'll find one more person. All right, here we go. Sir, I see you're talking about Donald Trump. Are you a supporter?
Oh, I'm a supporter of Donald Trump. I'm on the news right now.
Oh, so are we actually.
Really?
Let's do a little mutual newsing, okay?
That's how we do.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Taekwon, also known as Merrick City.
My name is Eva Anderson, otherwise known as, well, Eva Anderson.
All right.
Oh, hey there, yeah. I mean, I go by Eva Diva, but I'm trying to be professional tonight.
Okay, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's how we do.
Now I heard you say you're voting for Donald Trump. Why?
Well, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's the greatest. Gotta make America great again.
Okay, what makes him great? His hands, his hair, his policies?
The Apprentice makes him great.
So you are voting for the president from a reality TV show?
Yes. And because he's letting America be great again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anything else about his policies, or does that pretty much cover it?
Well, honestly, with his policies, I don't really look at because it's not really him that's really making the orders when it comes to the presidential, everything else. He doesn't make the orders. He's just the face. He's just the president. So whatever happens, happens after. But that's why I voted for Donald Trump.
Okay, did you make it to the polls yet today, or do you still have yet to go?
I did make it to the polls.
Great. Are you from New York?
Yes, I am.
What area do you live?
I am from Queens, Southside Suicide, Queens.
Southside Suicide. You heard it from, what was your name again? One more time?
Merrick City.
Merrick?
Merrick City.
Merrick City.
Yes.
Which sounds a lot like New York City.
Yes, it does.
You know, I want to ask, what is it like being a Trump supporter in New York? Because, I mean, you are a rare find. You are like a Parmesan encrusted tilapia at Burger King.
I'm the only one. You know, I think I'm the only Trump supporter out here. Oh, he's a supporter.
Oh!
My man.
All right.
That's my dog. Yes.
Okay, sure. What's your name, sir?
Question. Anthony.
Anthony. And where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. And who did you vote for today?
I voted for Jill Stein.
Oh, you voted for Jill
I
Stein.
voted for Jill Stein.
Okay, wonderful. So you third party candidate. We've met a Hillary supporter, a Trump supporter, and now a third party candidate. And why Jill Stein?
Well, Jill Stein because that her policies is just like the way she speaks, down to the core of her policies and the way that she's talking towards the green reform plan. Many standpoints of why I would vote for her. But honestly, that's out of the question because she's not she's not accounted for. They didn't even want her to debate, but
30% needs to have 30%, right? Or 15 or 30%. Fact check me on that news in order to even get on the debate stage. So one thing I want to ask is, a lot of people would say that voting for a third party candidate is sort of throwing your vote away. What would you say to those people?
That's bullshit because once they hit 5%, the party becomes substantially stronger. They get $10 million in federal funding and more publicity. So my thing is, I'd rather throw my vote towards the third party for the next election because this next election, I'm telling you, based off of the two candidates that are being the front runners, is going to be very interesting. I bet you the voting turnout is going to be a lot greater than what it is right now because I feel like people don't take this as serious, but I don't blame them for not taking it as serious because with our government, what is really true, you don't know what's true. There's integrity is out the window. But in terms of if I had to choose between the Democratic or Republican nominee who I would want to be my next president for these 4 years to come, being 19 years old, I would pick Donald Trump. And a lot of people may disagree with me on that, but my thing is that it's already in the window, like it's already out in the open that Hillary's with the establishment. I'm a 19-year-old kid from Brooklyn. You really think she cares about me? She doesn't give a shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. Donald Trump is a very pompous man from my opinion. I don't know him personally, just by the way he talks and et cetera, et cetera. But why would a rich man want to help out another rich man? In terms of survival of the fittest, he's going to want the lower half to eat because he's eating off the lower half. That's just my standpoint. And as an American, a young black American, from what I've been analyzing, this is my first election. For the past 8 years, what has really happened to help out these communities? And it seems to me is that for ages going on now, the Democratic Party has been using my people for their vote, and it's just cannon fodder, you know? It's like, oh, we got their vote. It's cool now. We could do whatever. We could go back to our agenda.
Sure, and this has been like the most contentious election on social media, you know, speaking out about those sorts of things that you were talking about. So have you expressed your opinions online a lot? Have you faced any pushback?
My thing is I'm more so face-to-face than, you know, Twitter fingers. I don't got time for that anymore. I used to be a big...
But you're 19. You're the social media. You're like you typify social media.
True, but there's a lot more connections to be made face-to-face. And that might be biased because I live in New York City where I can have a conversation with someone and be exposed to many open doors just by the way I talk and who I am. But from my standpoint, I feel like just chatting online, it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't get anywhere. But I do believe that if people are going to come to the table and have a sort of conversation towards certain things, you must think outside of a stage 1 level of critical thinking. Don't come to me and want to argue or discuss when all your sources is coming from media and you don't dig and do your own research or have your own facts.
Wise beyond his years. Are you a student right now, or?
I go to BMCC, Borough Manhattan Community College, first year. To be honest with you, I don't know how I feel about college right now because it's like the people I talk to that are doing big things is like the way they got to where they're at is from very different standpoints. But I would go to college for people that are watching that are not in college right now, is for the certification and the credentials. But don't just go for a degree and think that you're going to get a job as soon as you come out and you're not utilizing the skill sets that you've harnessed over the few years.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about this election?
Well, for whoever's watching, I just want you to know that regardless of who wins this, we're going to probably face economic depression. And possibly civil war, but I don't know. I mean, people are crazy. I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest.
I almost want to pull the mic away from you because you are turning us into a deep, deep spiral of depression, sir.
I mean...
I'm just kidding.
I'm just being pragmatic. I feel like you got to be pragmatic in life. It's just, you can't be pulling daisies and be like, oh, everything's fine, and you can't just be like, well, dang, everything's doomed. It's just more so you got to look at things from both sides of the fence and just take it as it is. I also would like to tell people that are out there to really look into becoming stoic, because once you're stoic, regardless of what goes on in your environment or outside, your internal core is stabilized and you can move throughout life in any flow of way.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Take care. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
All right. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to conclude our 5-minute forecast of Times Square Election Day coverage. We'll check in with you at the People's Improv Theater.